Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the Daily App Show. We're brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Here are some coupon codes to help save you some money off your domain name purchase, web hosting, or any other products or services over at GoDaddy.com. So today we're going to take a look at an application called Virgin Atlantic's Flying Without Fear. This is a neat application. I've been kind of looking at it over the last couple of days and found that this can help anybody who has any issues with flying, whether it's some little anxiety that you have, or maybe you have a complete fear of flying altogether because you haven't done it before. This is a great application to help you with that. There's a welcome greeting right here from Richard Branson.
Hi everybody, I just wanted to say welcome to our Flying Without Fear course, and really hope
you can stop any video just simply by clicking done and going back. We have an in-flight explanation video here. I really like this video as it outlines pretty much everything in flight that you would experience and explains it to you. You can fast forward through any part of this video. Shows you inside the cockpit what's going on.
You'll hear the engine wind down a bit. This is to reduce the noise signature on the ground. And if you live... But the pilots on your plane have sophisticated proximity warning systems, as well as their own eyes.
Alright, so you get that video. Then there's common questions right here as well that you can navigate through. Scroll through the subjects up here, or the categories, and then also all the answers to those right here.
I've seen the wings on the aircraft wobbling up and down in flight, and I'm scared that they may come off the aircraft.
So these are common things that people have issues with. And these are audible answers. So it's not just reading, it is audible. You can close your eyes and kind of listen to these if you are in flight and kind of get some answers to those questions rather than reading, which if you're a little stressed out already, reading might just make it, a little bit more difficult for you. I know that when I'm, stressed out or a little anxious, I don't necessarily want to read. I kind of want to hear someone that sounds a little reassuring. So having these in audio is a great idea. Here's kind of some general about information on the app. Now under exercises we have relaxation exercises, fear therapy, and breathing techniques. These are things that can definitely help you out if you are starting to feel a little anxious about flying. So let's take a look at one of these relaxation exercises.
I'd like you now to settle yourself down, sitting in a very comfortable chair, or even better, lying on your bed.
These are exercises that you can do before the flight, any amount of time up before the flight, just to kind of prepare yourself to be able to relax better on the plane. So that's a 10-minute relaxation. Then we also have a 30-minute relaxation exercise here as well. Then we have fear therapy. These are going to go and explain everything.
And as you go deeper and deeper.
Now these are good therapies to listen to during certain parts of the flight.
Your imagination. I'd like you to imagine a garden. Imagine you're lying in a hammock.
Alright, let's go back. And then we have breathing techniques. These you can read and it'll explain you exactly how to do the breathing technique. Now, if you are in the middle of a fear attack,
we know you're scared.
We have a quick launch right here.
To be perfectly okay.
And then some quick tips as well. Now what's really neat about this app is your actual program here that gives you suggestions and things leading up to your flight to help prepare you. So you would want to go, and I've already entered a flight, so I would kind of enter how I feel about certain things here. No fear, anxious, or terrified. I found that if you enter a bunch of no fears, the app isn't going to really do you any good. So you would need to have either anxious or terrified checked on some of these. Otherwise, the app isn't going to give you any suggestions. I actually didn't see this part of the app at first because I answered it Honestly, I've been flying for a while, and so I don't really have any fears of flying. But it's probably because I flew a couple of times as a child, and so and I haven't had any bad experiences. So I'm not an ideal candidate for this app. So I have to go in here and kind of choose some of these items and then save them. And then it'll ask me what my flight date is, which I've already entered. I can also manage that flight here. I just kind of put in a flight to Dallas, you know, right before Thanksgiving, and then I can hit save and then go back. So now it's showing today's activities, things that I should kind of go over before the flight. So it gives me things to help kind of manage my program here. So that way I'm not sitting here listening to all of them, not necessarily doing them in any specific order. This kind of puts them in order for you leading up to the day that you take off, so that you can fully understand everything that you have fears about by the time that you get to the airport.
You've mentioned turbulence once or twice. What is turbulence and what is an air pocket?
Okay, an air pocket is a figment of your imagination. It doesn't exist. I know a lot of people feel that an air pocket is suddenly a bit of space.
So you can ignore these if you want to remove them, or you can go on and check other ones out. We have answers to questions, and then we also have exercises here as well.
And as you go deeper and deeper into calm, I'd like you to utilize.
Alright, so there's that, and then in settings we just have general settings, push notifications, and preparation, and then shake alert also to pause or resume the recordings, and it does that with a vibration. So this is a very neat application, and one that I suggest to anybody who's flying, I'd say regardless of whether or not you're on Virgin or not. It's a good application that can help you. One other thing is that you can also get 2,000 bonus miles if you sign up through the Flying Club on the app as well. So I recommend you do that if you're thinking about going Virgin Atlantic anytime soon. So hey, thanks for checking out this app. Definitely come by our website, Daily App Show. Let us know what you think about it, and we'll see you next time on the Daily App Show.